Hi everybody, this is going to be chapter 4 from The Gifts That Bind Us. I hope you've enjoyed the previous chapters, and the first book is already out on YouTube. Have a look in the playlist for all our hidden gifts. Chapter 4, Fiona and Lily come to my house to get ready for the gig. Fiona with 3 outfit options, Lily wearing what she's had on all day, as I'll end up wearing what Fiona decides she doesn't want to wear. All my advice tends to be weighted. What about this, she says. Turn in a black velvet mini dress with a crescent moon embroidered on the thigh. Fiona's been working this summer too, in the mornings at a speech and drama camp for young kids. All of her money has been ploughed back into her wardrobe. It's stunning, I say, mildly envious. It's not that I don't like looking nice, it's just that I don't have the patience for shopping like she does. I also have no imagination when it comes to putting clothes together. But it doesn't go with these, she says, looking at her emerald brooches, or brogues. Those are shoes. Okay, and I love these. Well, then wear the shoes, I urged. Build the outfit around the shoes. She wrestles the dress off over her head, but don't think because I can't read minds that I don't know exactly what you are doing. She flings the dress to me and I catch it in my hands. Thank you, Dark Mother. Lily is lying on the floor, staring at her phone. Fiona, she says, my phone is on 1%. Fiona zips on some black hot pants over her thighs and then look great with brogues. She wanders over to Lily, pulling on a backless sequined top. As she goes, I have the black dress on by now, but I already wish I looked like she does. She put together a chick. She lies down on the floor next to Lily and they both cradle Lily's old iPhone. I watch them from the mirror as I flick on my mascara. What are you doing? Shh, Lily says, as if I'm annoying her. They both close their eyes, and there's a warmth in the room. The sense of magic around me. It feels weird doing magic away from the courts. Not the tennis courts. Not wrong, but unsettling. Fi, what are you doing? I asked again. But they don't answer. Then a few seconds later they open their eyes at the same time. There, Fi says, sitting up. You are on 100% now. I gape at them. Her phone, you mean? Yeah. Fiona brushes herself down, wary of dust on her outfit. She figured it out this afternoon, that our gifts can like work together. You did? Where? We were in the tennis courts. The feeling of being left out solidifies like a lump in sour milk. You two went to the tennis courts today? Yeah, Fiona says, and then obviously feeling guilty. You were working, so this shouldn't bother me. If this were an ordinary kind of friendship group, this wouldn't bother me at all. However, the fact remains that Lily hates me, and so every fun interaction she has with someone else just feels like a reminder that she no longer has fun with me. She doesn't forgive me for dumping our friendship. She doesn't forgive me for the housekeeper card reading, and she hates me for breaking the spell with the housekeeper, the spell that made her the river. I tried to put a cheery face on, act all gung Who about it? Well, let's try it with my gift then. Fi, let's do something together. She looks at me warily. I don't know. I don't think your house is the right place to experiment. Your parents are downstairs and we need to leave in like 20 minutes. Yeah, you are probably right, I say, trying not to sound put out. Then I remember something. I was at the tennis courts this morning. Rue asked me to go to pick up his dropped earring. I say, Aaron was there. They both stare at me dumbfounded. They exchanged a look that says, and she's only bringing this up now? Why was he there at our place? He said that he could tell where I was using magic. He said we were connected. I cringed at the thought. He said he had and I had more in common than me and you guys. He and I had more in common than with you guys. That your magic wasn't, I paused, trying to remember. That you guys weren't born with it or something to that extent. And that it counts for less. Oh my God, says Fiona, tossing her hair. That is so him. Leave it to Aaron to make magic racist. Next, he'll be like taking out a tape measure and examining the width of our heads. He asked me to join them. Jesus, she says. I'm sorry about this, guys. I don't like the way they're using names or the language. Gee, she says, furrowing her brow. Cross. Lily looks at me as if I were something she would like to scrape off her shoe. Did you tell Nuala? Fi asks. Yeah, she had all these theories for me about where are all the part of a magic supply chain. I pause, trying to remember what she said. I didn't really get it. Anyway, I say brightly, we would start thinking about bus times. But the atmosphere feels different all of a sudden, like I've fallen out of step with Fiona and so far behind Lily that I can't even see her. Suddenly I feel like the third friend, the one on the outside. Like telling them about Aaron makes me even more connected to them, or to him rather. Like mentioning his offer for me to join the children has only confirmed a suspicion that I might belong in their ranks. No, Maeve, you are being stupid. Fiona is rooting around in her makeup bag for a highlighter, but I better check if I'm being stupid. The other girl can read minds, remember? So that's why she's answering. Because it's like if she's not speaking out loud, Maeve, and she's warning Maeve. Okay, I'm just going to do my hair first, I say loudly, and I plug in the hair straightener. I wait for them to heat up, then wrap a length of my unruly hair tightly around it. The iron's trying to make a GHD curl. I don't know what that means. It might be a pipe girl, what they used to wear in the 16th century. And while my hair streams with heat, I look for Fiona's light. Now that I've been practicing so much, it's easy to do. I can even keep the straightener going at the same time. I wish Maeve wasn't so jealous. Like you can't be at every single conversation all the time. Sometimes I think she thinks the world stops when she's not around. I can feel tears building up in my eyes. Are you okay, Maeve? Fi asks. catching my reflection in the mirror? Yeah. I sniff, releasing the straightener. Burnt my head a bit. I look at Lily. I don't like to look inside Lily too often. It's a confusing place, still so full of water and currents. But I borrow. I find her light. I get there. I'm so sick of her. I drop the straightener, go to the bathroom and have a small stupid cry. Maeve, Dad calls upstairs. I can drop you and the girls into town if you like. Thanks, I say, the words choking in my throat. I feel so petty, so hurt, and so powerless. This is what telepathy is. Really hearing awful things about yourself and not even being able to be mad at the people who thought them. Telepathy is the trouble you go looking for, have no one to blame afterwards but yourself. Telepathy is when you're on the same frequency, for those that don't know, on the same frequency as their thoughts, and sometimes it can clash. Sometimes somebody else can pick it up, literally. I don't say much in the car. Dad asks Fiona about her plans for college. My parents love Fiona. She's the kind of friend that parents always love. I'm hoping to do drama at Trinity in Dublin, she says brightly. That's where Ruth Nega went. Fiona hasn't stopped talking about Trinity since the beginning of summer. It is, according to her, the only place in Ireland where aspiring actor can catch a break. I look out of the window, still unmoored by my sneaky mind reading. The bitchy thoughts from Lily and Fiona, Dad's eyes flickers to me. You know, Fiona, I was only reading the other day that Gillian Murphy went to UCC in Cork, and he's done very well for himself, hasn't he? And Cork is much closer than Dublin. Fiona scoffs. Cork City is basically the same size as Kilbeg, she says, and I'm sick of small towns. City? I say sharply. Kilbeg is a city. It has a cathedral, so it's a city. It's so annoying the way she says it, like she's some starlet from the 1940s, whose hometown is just a post office and a pharmacy. I love her, but it completely pisses me off. I sink farther into my seat, saying nothing, seeming to sense a shift in the atmosphere. Fiona keeps talking, and Maeve is going to go to the UCD. And we'll have a flat together, won't we, Maeve? This is a fiction from Fiona that has been maintaining for some time now, and I've been humouring her. The notion of the two of us moving together, as if I'm ever going to have the grades to get into Dublin's college. Or any other college. Dad, who had stern words with me 2 weeks ago about my report card, looks sceptical. Well, we'll see about that, he says. And what about you, Lily? Galway, she says. I'm moving to Galway. This is literally the first time I'm hearing about this. I turn all the way around in the passenger seat. You are moving to Galway? I am, she says coolly. What's in Galway? The ocean. Ah, Dad says. Nature girl. So definitely she is going to go near water when she was the river. So there might be a story in there. And that's why you are doing tutorials this summer, to get the points for NUI. I know that it's rude to sound this amazed, but I am. Rue and Fiona have always had big dreams, but I presume that Lily, at the very least, was planning to stick around Kilbeg after school ends. Yes, Well, girls, says father, pulling over, this is where we part our ways. We all get out of the car. Thank you, Dad. And walk down the street together. I can't get Galway out of my head. We cross the bridge, a fine mist coming off the Beg River. Lily's head turns to look at it, like she's mournfully gazing at an old lover. Excuse me. So, what are you hoping for, Lil? I asked. Points-wise, I mean. She turns her head back. Probably 400. 400, I exclaim. My mum totted up my report card and predicted that at my current average I would barely break 300, and I'll always been slightly better than Lily at school. You think you can get that? She says nothing. For some reason, I can't stop the anxiety rising in my throat. The idea that at the end of next year I will be the only one left in Kilbeg, and you need to pass Irish maths and have a European language to get into a proper university, don't you? Lily's working really hard, says Fi, a sharp edge to her voice. A leave it, Meave's voice. Aren't you, Lily? A leave it, Meave's voice. Aren't you, Lily? We fall silent as our shoes clack across the bridge. I can't stop myself. I don't want Lily to leave. I want her to stay here and learn to like me again. To change her inner monologue from I am so sick of her, and languages aren't your strong suit, are they? Why am I doing this? Maeve, Fiona says warningly, you are drinking dumb bitch juice. So, definitely she's picking up. This is the gang's joke for when someone is being insecure and stupid. I'm not in the mood for it today, somehow. Lily turns to me and smiles. She takes my hand for a second. I think she's trying to reassure me, and that's when it happens. The jolt, the white-hot flicker that bursts through my shoulder and shimmers down my body. Gee, see, I yell, pushing away from her. Lily! What? Fiona says, spinning around. Lily just shocked me. Lily, you didn't. Fiona turns on Lily now, and I feel a flicker of satisfaction as the pain quickly ebbs away. Lily just shrugs and picks up her pace. We'll be late for the gig, she says, and walks ahead of us. Can you believe her? I say to Fiona, she used her power against me, Fi. Fi hesitates, then puts her peacekeeper face on. You were goading her. I think that goading, I don't know. I think guarding her, I think. Dude, I think that might be a typing mistake. I can't believe this. We promised we wouldn't use our powers like that, I say lamely. Only in the tennis courts, Fi cocks her head, looks at me, and you are sticking to that? You are? Wow. So that's the end of chapter 4. And we'll see what happens in chapter 5. Take care. I hope you enjoyed it.